What else do we have to test? So just boxes, and let's do Fae Trickster while we're here. Okay, so 2 is the max then. And on top of that, you can get the... Okay, Fae can actually be pretty decent. I don't know. Because the ring effect for him is actually pretty good. I believe it was Dance Partner. Okay, it was Mobilize. This thing. But so far it looks like if you have a 1500 or higher level 15 gem, lesser, that should be pretty good. That is if you're farming like new mystic gems. Let's get the... Oh wait, I should probably switch to Death Defying. Alright, let's see. Can I stun him? I can't stun him. I don't think this is good. So something about this damage doesn't seem that good. Yeah. Wait, what's my light at? I should be max. 11.9. I guess I could have gotten a little bit more. Alright, Power Captain's next. We are pretty much max light. We're just gonna add the Zephyr rune. Okay, I just had that then. Crystal 5s. Yo, Boji, how's it going? Wait, you want me to do no ring ability? I mean, I guess I could. We can do one with and one without. Oh, it's still the same Ifera. Should be fine. I think it's probably respawned. No ring on Fae 2, maybe? The ring ability staffs weren't aggroing properly. It could be. I mean, Ifera kind of stays still though. If you want me to, I can try just the regular ults. Shadowhunter in D15, not the best. Even if you upgrade his stuff all the way. My Shadowhunter? I don't have max, like my star chart doesn't have movement speed. 124 base. And I'm using a non-movement speed ally. Alright, let's try Power Captain. So this is without Avast Yi. We'll just wait for the cooldowns a little bit. Everyone use Soul or Boomeranger D15. Yeah, that's pretty much what's gonna happen. I mean, you could use Shadowhunter, but you might burn through a lot of flasks. Candy Barb carries D15. That is also true. Candy Barb can go ham. Alright, so we can get allegedly a bit of these. I mean, the damage is better than, what's his name? Than Fae. Oh, I didn't put the thing on Fae. If I go far enough away, will it despawn? I don't want to kill it. That is decent pre-buff or pre-patch. Alright, so you said without the... I guess I'll take off 325 lights. Surely that won't make a huge difference, but I will replace... I didn't have a rune before. I'll give him a rune. So this should be regular ultimates. Just throw some chickens down, throw an ultimate down, easy collapse. But maybe it doesn't work on the bosses. Not as good as I hoped. Yeah, this is what we're looking like. That's minus 325 light since I took off the ring. Same as Power Captain. Yeah, I mean, I probably didn't play Power Captain as efficiently, but I'd imagine Power Captain to be a little bit better. Alright, you ready for this Boomeranger destruction? Yeah, I have the thing on here. Mystic max is at level 35, which feels weird. I don't know. Maxing a gem to 35 just doesn't sound right. It's like 200 more power rank for the empowered. Put the chickens. I don't have over. Oh my god. Dude, look at that damage. Boomer just goated, man. That was a decent ult. I didn't mean to kill it though, but that was with 14k, I think. Oh no, 13k. There's 13k light. The light hardly goes up. 582 for 1. So what's 582 times 4? Actually, I'll just put it on screen. I'll let you guys get like a little sneak peek. Back to gem box farming. That's probably gonna be the meta for a while. Alright, let's do Draco. Yo, it's Wahoo. Alright, Draco. We will... Oh, we have Zephyrin. Alright, 12.2k lights. It's decent. Let's see if that despawns it. I'm kind of curious about Solarion actually, but I also don't have magic damage star chart. Okay, so we'll just do Pirates and Solarion then. Let me make sure the things are active. What was I doing? Solarion and Pirates Captain. Oh my god, only 26. Yeah, Ninja and Knight. They're not gonna do that much damage. I can already tell you that. Pirate Captain, Avasti. Alright, let's do some tests. These will be the final round of damage tests, I think. Oh my, wait, my Pirate Captain is only 100 movement speed, but it looks like he's going kind of fast. But we go Shadowhunter, we go faster. Like that's the thing. Every class is viable in D14. D15 on the other hand, I guess, I don't know, maybe a little bit better. I'm not sure since I don't have everybody completely maxed. I guess we'll have to see if they end up changing anything. Okay, upgrading the sword went to Solarion for badge, but I think it's better. I mean, Solarion's consistent. Boomer's, in terms of the potential damage he can do. I hope the placements don't really matter. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm playing Power Captain correctly, but I'm throwing the turrets down. I guess I can ult more. Really cooldown. I guess there it is. There's the little bit of burst of damage. You gotta spam the cooldowns a little bit. Let us see with Solarion. Alright, Solarion will add in the rune. Okay, so 12.4k lights. I just don't know how long the turrets last. I haven't really played Power Captain that much. Alright, let's try. Pretty consistent. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I expected. One of the best, but maybe not the best, but it is a pretty cool starter. Wait, level 2. Wait, change camera angle. Wait, Max, you want me to change camera angles? There's no way I can do that. Came back for, oh yeah, Gunslinger. Wait, that's the other guy. Thanks for reminding me. We gotta do Gunslinger. Then after that, we can go back to our casual testing. All right, the goat himself. Why do you want to see the house? All right, 12.3k lights. That's a lot of critical hit, but it should be fine. All right, here we go. Gunslinger. That is pretty consistently good. Yeah, Gunslinger, not bad, not bad. I can do everything I got. Yo, sounds good. All right, good stuff to Gunslinger. Wait, what? I dropped power rank. Wait, why? Oh wait, I don't have the bugged power ranks anymore. Oh, I swapped to Candy Bar. I think that's what happened. My lowest power rank is Neon Ninja, which he Scorpius. Okay, yeah, there we go. Or wait, I can just show you with Ifera. It's a lot easier. It's more consistent that way. Just mind you, I'm missing a bit of coefficient on him, so just take this with a bit more damage. So that is really good, actually. Really good damage.
Okay.
So just take into consideration that was a Leviathan and not on a D15 enemy. I had a decent amount saved up. I've never seen that actually, just spawned over here. So this is with a max light Draco. Or it's not without Mystic at least. 12.2k lights. Not the highest magic damage for just under 700k. Like that's not bad. That's not bad for D15. I'd say it's really good. Try Ice Age. I mean, Ice Age didn't really, nothing changed with Ice Age. Ice Age kind of isn't the best for single target. Actually, I can do this though. The enemies stack on top of each other. Group DPS. Yeah, Ice Age does a lot better if there's groups. Yeah, I mean, damage is there. You can solo it. I mean, I'm max light though. So I'll just show Shadowhunter. You have to know I'm 252 on him though. We're at, let me add Zephyr. 12.6k lights. So this is without anything, just shooting normally, and then we Q. So, I don't know, maybe if we max out our Mystic, then gems to Mystic on everything. I mean, maybe that'll help. I hate that PC's usually like the first to get things. Let's throw on a rune on him as well. Yo, that is interesting. Let's go Rev. Shadowhunter's still the best. Right now he's pretty good in terms of like the live servers. Okay, so this is basic attack. Basic attack is okay. We add in this. It's, I guess, not the best. Wait, am I? Yeah, I guess the only thing, I'm not 90315 on him. So I guess I would do a teeny bit more damage. I mean, skulls I would probably just destroy. How's the state of the game? Yo, match, what's poppin'? People are kind of in, people are not liking the prices for Mystic Gem converters. We have Mystic Gems now. I saw you, I said hi in my head, but sorry, I didn't get to say it. Wait, do you know if they added Mystic Gem converters on the store yet? Not yet. We don't have that yet. We just have the crystal ones. Yo, what's poppin', Guam? What was I gonna do though? I guess one little gunslinger. Okay, so this is like basic damage, which I guess that's decent. I mean, the damage is a little bit better. Not that fast, but it's a little bit better. Max PR on a class now. 53.9k, not even 55k. Like, it's the I can see the damage difference for sure. Like, I am definitely doing more damage, but I want to try it on like stronger enemies. For the Master Summer agrees. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can show. I think we discovered everything. Shadow Hunter. Okay, so this is a 13k light Shadow Hunter. Okay, let's test it on the... Yo, Atro! Is he watching? Okay, so that was with Q. It's the man himself. Alright, I will shoot it regularly. So this is the damage we're looking at. It's not that bad, actually. If you start maxing out your stuff. It's like if you max out your... Like, I'm pretty sure if you max out everything, get, like, Mystic for the Martial Emblem. I'll try the next boss with the Martial Emblem. Mystic Gear, Mystic Gems, 5 to 6 years. I feel like it'll take longer than that. Oh, it's my gear. Because I'm only 252 on this one. Actually, wait, I can just switch it. I guess I have attack speed on one of them, but it should be fine. Alright, now we're at 13.3k. Now we got the true test here. So, Shadow Hunter without Q. That was decently fast still. Okay, that is a lot better. That's pretty much my damage for D14. And then if we pair this with maxing out everything, we'll do plenty of damage, I guess. And then Curse Skulls, I'm not going to press Q, but that's pretty decent damage. We can't use the stun, though, to one-shot, sadly. There we go. I'd stick to D12. There's something sus about D11. I'd stick to D12, but you can get it in both at 3-star. Or are you asking how much power rank they give? But the difference for this is it's less than 200. That's just so weird though. Is there like a secret augment I have to do? Surely they messed up with the power rank. Maybe they forgot a 0. We're supposed to be at 34,000. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Mystic Gems have worse scaling than Crystal. Yeah, that's true. I agree, Zach. I forgot to put on the other gems. Which one is for Boomer? This one? Mystic Loot Collect for anything? No, it doesn't. Nothing useful. I can show you. This is what we're looking like for max. It's useless. Level 15 gem gives 2 sparks. 4, isn't it? No, yeah, 2. It's 2. It's 2. I think I have one here. Wait, yeah, this one. 1565. Gems is easier to max than gear, I'd say. Honestly, I'd rather farm the gear than the gems. The converters, the 9th lives, everything. I don't know. But I guess the only reason... I mean, you can still go for the gems. The only reason you'd go for the gems is for the total PR increase from Crystal Gems to Mystic. It was 53.9k. Wait, not max. Is the max? You know how long it's gonna take me? Even though the devs gave me a bunch of stuff, it's not even enough. They didn't give me enough sparks. Like, I think I might have just enough to max out my other Mystic lesser, but that's about it. Yeah, I'll have enough to max out that, and that's pretty much it. If you're starting at 28 though, then you add 2 to each gem. I can convert all of my stuff to Mystic, that is. I don't know, it's not really that much of a big deal though. I'm assuming if he is max, that he... Oh wait, so 54k is possible. Wait, Keo, I thought you said it was 53k, if you're still watching. Yeah, but I mean, if you're focusing on gems, and not the gear, then that means you're going for this, which you don't technically have to do. So I don't know, 2/3 the price. Yeah, I guess so. Either way, hopefully you guys have a wonderful rest of the night or day, and I shall catch you guys later. If you guys want to check out Mika's stream, feel free to, but I just realized he's doing follower only. It's fine, it's fine. If you guys want to, you can check him out, but I'm gonna make the video and head to bed. But I'll catch you guys all later. Have a good one. Yo, Cash and Clean from the future. Chloromancer got buffed. And also, I feel like I didn't do too much of a rev test, so I'll do a little bit of a rev test in case you guys want to check it out as well for the Leviathan. So without further ado, let's see what Chloromancer's damage is going to be like. I'll just do this live for you guys. So this is how you usually... I guess this is the old method. I should probably do this. You just spread out the flowers. And there we go. I mean, Chloromancer was always pretty good DPS. But the fact that he got buffed again, so this just makes it a little bit better. So there we go. That's the Chloro test. So let me go back. Let me reset this. I like doing this on Ifera only because it's just a little bit more consistent. Don't have to deal with debuffs or anything like that. By the way, my Chloromancer, 11.3k lights. It has max crystal 5s and just crystal gems, all maxed out, everything. And my coefficient is pretty low. And I also don't have magic damage star chart. So take whatever I did, but with more damage. And that's going to be the thing with D15 in general. Just max everything and you'll do decent damage. Like I heard people saying things about like Shadowhunter, Neon Ninja, just like if you just max them out, you'll be fine. Obviously, yes, some classes will be performed better than others. That's just kind of how Trove is. And for the whole depth stealth thing, I'll make a separate video on that because I do want to get into that more in depth, just like overall tips on it and then best classes to use. So I'll just straight up tell you guys, Boomeranger is really good for the depth stealth, and then Ice Age if there's groups of enemies. So for bosses and just not that many enemies in the rooms, you want to use Boomeranger. And if you can gather a group, you want to use Ice Age. And then for rushing to the boss room, it's pretty fast. You'd use Shadowhunter because you can just run faster. And then as far as everything else goes, it's just up to you because you could use Draco, you could use Revenant. I heard that Sayushi said that he's using Neon Ninja and he's a really good damage dealer. Well, if you max this stuff out, yeah, you can do okay damage, but it gets outperformed by other classes pretty much. And just know that it'll take longer to solo. So you want to stick to the meta classes if you want to do things fast and more efficient. If you're farming with a group or just don't care, then you can go ahead and play whatever. Gunslinger's pretty good as long as you're able to keep up your ultimate. And yeah, I'll get into that more in depth once I make the actual video itself. But either way, let me show you guys Revenant over here. So for Revenant, I will show you the damage on the Leviathan, and then I'll do a little bit more farming in D15 just to show you guys the damage. So we got pretty close to max light. I'll put on a rune just so you guys can see. So we're at 12.3k light. Everything is max, just a little bit low coefficient. Mainly because of the boost arrangements, but I do have max light, so we got that going. And yeah, without further ado, let's see the damage. So as you can see on a Ifera, this is the damage that we're looking like. And obviously if you max out your stuff to Mystic, it would be a little bit more. So there we go. That's gonna be the damage for Revenant. Because if I got 1000 more, that would definitely do a lot more damage, but that's what we're looking like. And I'll just go test it out in Fire World real quick because they have more bosses. All right, so we'll do a couple tests. We got a world boss. We'll just do the basic attack here. So as you can see, it's actually not that bad. That's decent damage. Takes a while, but like I said, when you max your stuff out, it's gonna be a little bit better than that. So let's go to this guy. So a little bit of basic attack, and then we tie in this with it. So it is kind of slow, but that's kind of what we're looking like. And if we use the ultimate as well, we do a little bit more damage. And I'm not using any ring effects or anything like that. You could if you wanted to. And I don't know, having the block in general is also really handy. And that's the other thing with block. You don't have to use block to be viable in anything. You can just use death defying if you wanted to. But if you are using block and you're going to rely on that, then you can swap your flask over to literally anything else. If you have magic find, you can use this to get your pots back faster and just having more in general. And then you can use the martial emblem more or the chronomatic emblem more. You can use vial of minion duplication. So if you were to use this eye, for example, it does magic damage. So if you press Q, it'll bring out an eye that does magic damage. And then with that vial, it duplicates it. So you're gonna have 2 instead of the 1. And then you can use other combos. Like you can use this one, which gives you a ton of flasks. This one's pretty niche. If you use your ultimate, it triggers your emblem effect. So it's pretty good for Bard, pretty good for Tomb Raiser. And then Valorous is just every time you deal critical hits, there's a chance that you get 8 pots back, which is also kind of handy if you're at 100%. So with that in mind, you can play just about any class as long as they're maxed. As far as farming characters go, like I guess realistically you could farm with Boomeranger, just give him a max movement speed build, but you can still use Shadowhunter. It's not as fast, but it's still kind of viable. It's just gonna be a little bit slower. So that's just basic attack Shadowhunter, and that is also 12.7k light Shadowhunter. And I don't have Berserk Battler on him. So if you do want to do extra light as well, you can consider using Berserk Battler. But yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on. If you guys do have questions, drop it down in the comments down below. And like I said earlier in the video, like I don't play Pyro Captain or some of these other classes. So if you think you can play it more efficiently and you think you can do more damage, then I guess so be it. And if something was completely off, then please drop it down in the comments down below so other people can see in case they want to main that class. Because one of the things, Fae Trickster, the thing with Fae Trickster is that you have to avoid taking damage. When I was fighting the Leviathan, for example, I was pretty much taking damage. It's like Fae Trickster, I guess it's okay for damage, but like this is just the damage that we got going on. This is the basic attack. I don't have a ton of lights on him, but like I said, if you max this stuff, then eventually you can get it to do a little bit more damage, and obviously I'm taking damage, so it's not helping out my situation too well. But yeah, like I said, it is not the best. Other classes will do better. Like I'll try to fight this guy without taking damage. Okay, I lied. I guess I have a thing where I can't jump. GG's. Either way, I think you guys get the point. We've done a bunch of tests. It's going to be similar in depth delve. If you can solo in D15, you can do stuff in depth delve and vice versa, because you start at depth 165 now. So you're going to see the Everdark difficulty a little bit more. So the enemies are going to be a little bit easier to fight. Either way, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. Please drop a like, as it does help out the channel a lot. And if you are new around here, please consider subscribing. It's free, and you can leave whenever you want to. Either way, thank you all so much for listening, watching, viewing, and subscribing, and I'll talk to you guys later.